Hi, welcome to You, Me and Mediumship. Tonight I'm going to talk about holding on to the connection. It's something that comes up an awful lot in Patreon when I'm teaching, and a lot of students talk about whilst they're doing a sit-in or when they've sensed an energy with them, then they find it quite difficult to be able to hold on to that, and no sooner do they sense the energy, it seems to just fade and go. This is not really a concern while sitting in the power. Sitting in the power is more to build up knowledge for both yourself and spirit energy. It's more for you to learn the expansion side of things, that reaching out. And it's also there for spirit to work with you, to get to know you, to understand you and what makes you tick, basically. So it's a blending of two energies while you're sitting in that power, and it's just building on learning about each other more than anything. And also it helps with getting to know your guides, your helpers, and things like that. So sitting in the power, if this happens, if you sense something and it goes, the best thing you can do while sitting in that silence really is just to allow things to happen, to flow through and let them go. It's not important at this stage or in this practice, if you like, to know how to hold on to that. It's more of just building knowledge of self and building knowledge of spirit, that being aware, knowing they're there. That is what sitting in the power is all about. So I'm not too concerned with holding on to communication while sitting in the power. Because when we do sit-ins and we do demonstrations and things like that, we attune ourselves first. We are there, we're already aware of spirit. They are already aware of us beginning to work. That you've built that relationship, if you like, with spirit already. You will know that they're there, like I said, and they'll also be aware of your need for them to work with you. You've already built that connection with them. So sitting in the power is more, like I said, for learning. So not necessarily messages and holding on to communication. Now, if you're doing a sitting for somebody and you sense that energy come in, you're aware of the energy, you're aware of who they are, you may be aware of what they look like, how they passed, and the message that they wish to give. Now, the problem is some students say that they're aware of the energy coming in, sometimes even aware of who they are, but then that energy will just fade and go very quickly. What's important, and I've underlined this before, more than anything, is to open that line of communication with the energy that's drawn close to you. In other words, communicate. So sometimes energies can be a little on the weak side, sometimes absolutely fantastic, nice and strong, clear, crisp, and you can give the information quite easily. But sometimes you can struggle with the information that you're giving. It's not always you, it can be spirit, it can be the fact that the energy you are communicating with is not entirely sure of how to communicate or have an idea, and they too can struggle at times to hold on to the communication with us. So it's not always you, but it can be you because of your failure to communicate. So as soon as that energy comes in, as soon as you start to sense that energy, start communicating. If you wish to do that through thought, if you wish to do that out loud, that's entirely up to you, depends on how you work. But as soon as you sense that energy come in, I always give thanks immediately that I sense it. If I'm aware of who they are, if I'm aware of the gender of who they are, then I will ask for confirmation on that, even though I've got a good idea of who they are. And the reason I do this is so that I can build and open up that line of communication with them. By opening that up, then the other lines of communication that come through from them become clearer. So what I will do is give thanks immediately that I sense that energy coming in. I'll say thank you. Am I right in saying that you're a lady energy, you are a male energy? Am I right in saying you are a mother? And you will sense the yes, you will sense the answers coming back. And it's important that you keep doing this as they come in, and they say to you, maybe I'm a grandmother, I passed 3 years ago. Okay, you again say thank you. Okay, thank you. I'll give the information. Give the information to your sitter, to the people that you're demonstrating to. Give the information, come immediately back and go straight back in. What is your message? So you are communicating. So in a nutshell, basically, do not just stand or sit there, whatever you're doing at the time, and expect. You need to work to hold on to that line of communication and open it up. By sending out thought to the energy that's drawing close to you, by sending out a comment, a loving thought, whatever it is you are sending back out to them will help to hold on to that line of communication and build upon it. You will find also that it helps you focus on that single energy. Because if you're doing a demonstration for, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 people, however many's there, okay, there will be other energies obviously trying to come in, trying to give you information. The very way that energy works, okay, is that it doesn't queue up. It won't take its turn, if you like. If you imagine the excitement of seeing your energy, that light that you are emanating out there to spirit, that light form that they can see, they can sense, they are aware of. There may be many mums, dads, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, who knows, friends, who want to be able to connect with you and give a message to somebody who sat before you. If this is the case, then you need to be able to focus on a single energy that you are working with. And by sending out that communication to that energy, as that energy comes in, you are focusing upon it. Okay? So you are opening that line of communication, that mergence with that single energy, rather than getting bits from all the other energies that are around you. And this is sometimes why you can get a bit of one message for somebody, then get a bit of another message for somebody else, and before you know it, you are in one big jumbled mess. That's why you'll get a couple of yeses sometimes, and then all of a sudden it's no, mainly because that last bit of message that you just gave may well relate to somebody else. So you're getting segments of messages coming into your energy, merging with you from different people, if you like, different souls that are trying to communicate with you. So Spirit are very respectful of what you are doing. As much as we respect them, they also respect us. So when we are focused on one energy and giving a message to a loved one, okay, once you've opened that line of communication up, and you are, like I said, you are focused upon it, the information will come from that single soul, that single energy of light. Because you've opened it up, it is strong, it is clear. So communicate, continually keep communicating. Don't just stand or sit there and wait for things to happen, wait for things to be said. Question. So once you've got the relationship of the energy to the sitter, once you've got how they passed, you can then question. What is it you would like to say? What is it you would like to say to your daughter, your son? What is it you would like to say? What is the message? And as that message comes through, repeat it if you like, send it back in a way. It's very fast, it's very quick, and you are working at quite a pace. But you're keeping that line of communication open. The minute you start to silence self, okay, you will start to lose that line of communication. So if it goes very quiet and nothing else is coming through, you can't sense anything else, then ask, simply ask, is there anything else you would like me to pass on? Like I said, it's quite a fast pace that you are working at. If you sense nothing else is going to be said, say thank you, and then listen, sense the next energy. As the energy comes in, again, work with it. You will sense the gender, send the gender back. Are you male? Yes. Okay. And you will sense father. If you sense father, then I have a father. You are a father figure, yes, come. And just keep that line of communication open and let it build. Focus upon it. I hope that helps, okay? It's not the simplest thing in the world to get used to doing, but once you get in the habit of doing that, okay, repeating sometimes what you sense, and you will sense the yeses coming from spirit. Not only do we want the yeses coming from your sitters and people out there who you're demonstrating to, the yes will confirm that you've sensed correctly from spirit. So, like I said, if the father figure that you sense, and you're sensing this is a father, if you simply say, am I right in saying you're a father figure? And you are father, her father, you will sense a yes. And that's great, obviously, because it confirms that what you're sensing is right, but it also helps open up that line of communication. And most of all, like I said in the beginning, what this video is about is holding on to that line of communication. And doing what I've just described will help you hold on to it. So get used to doing that. Just get in the habit of doing that. So I hope that helps. Like I said, it's a thing that comes up a lot on Patreon with many of the students. It's just holding on to that line of communication. Practice it, keep practicing it, and it will become second nature to you. So please like, please subscribe, and pop over to Patreon where I do my teaching. Links in the description. I hope that helps you. Any questions, please ask. Leave any comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So take care. Lovely speaking with you. Bye for now.